Hello, and thank you so much for joining us for Fishamble's Tiny Plays 24/7. Over the past few months during the pandemic, we invited people to send us tiny plays expressing the thoughts that are on their minds and offering us glimpses of their view of life over the past few extraordinary months. We're delighted now to present 10 of these tiny plays as part of this online production. As well as sharing these thoughts with us, we hope that the plays will also share a sense of how theatre artists and companies and the whole theatre community have been creating work and engaging with audiences during these times, with some plays shot on Zoom, an audio play, and then a number of plays shot here in the theatre. It's so great to be back in a theatre again with support from the Arts Council and Dublin City Council and all our friends and supporters. We're delighted to be here with our colleagues at the O'Reilly Theatre, right next door to the Fishamble offices, to stage some plays. We've been filming them. The crew has all been wearing masks. We've been following all the government guidelines and socially distancing everywhere, apart from 3 of the plays, in fact, where the actors are from the same household, so don't need to socially distance. The plays are going to be shared from the 24th of July at 7 o'clock. These 10 tiny plays will be on the Fishamble website for 10 days until the 3rd of August, and we really hope you enjoy them.
Going somewhere?
Living room.
I was just seeing if you needed some help cleaning up.
No.
Sure?
I wasn't doing much.
Yeah. You really shouldn't be drinking out of other people's glasses right now.
Don't preach.
I'm not preaching.
Good.
Just don't want anything to happen to you.
Speaking of, that's more like a meter, I'd say.
Is it 1 meter or 2?
Someone should intervene in the living room if it's 2.
The measures don't come into place until tomorrow, though, technically.
Technically.
I know tonight probably wasn't the best idea. Just why not get to do it again for a while?
Probably not.
Shame.
We shouldn't.
Okay.
We can't.
You're right.
It's just because we're alone right now.
Yeah.
That's why the
Yeah.
pull is there.
Probably.
I was making a point of not being alone with you tonight.
I noticed.
You did?
You made it quite obvious.
That's not fair. Well, what was I supposed to do? It's not easy.
I know.
You don't think I want to?
Do you?
You know I do.
You've never said it.
Well, neither did you.
But you always knew I felt it.
Well, I thought the same.
So why didn't anything happen?
It would have. Now it's complicated, isn't it?
It is.
Messy.
I agree.
We can't be reckless.
No.
Think of the children.
Well, actually, statistically, children are far less likely to contract it.
Think of your grandmother.
Already dead.
We're not doing this.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Glad we agreed.
Don't we always?
So, how are you coping?
Not bad. You?
Could be worse.
Glad to hear it.
We can't kiss.
I know.
Okay, mic's all set. Turn it on.
Very good signal.
How's that frequency coming in?
Let's see. Peak at 4,119 hertz to minor peaks at 4,002 and 4,223 hertz, repeated over a period of 1.12 seconds. Definitely a pattern.
Good.
That's what are you looking at?
I don't know.
I'm sensing you don't feel like working today.
Do you ever think that maybe we've got it all wrong?
What do you mean?
There is no code. There is no meaning. That the birds aren't trying to say anything. That they're just birds and they're singing because they're birds.
I think you must be mad.
Think about it for a moment. Don't you ever ask yourself, why would they sing an incredibly complicated, absolutely incomprehensible code if they were trying to speak to us? Why to us? Who are we to them?
I don't know what the hell you're going on about today.
Well, you've thought about it.
What?
You've asked yourself if the code really exists.
Well,
Well,
of course I have.
and? Do you believe it does?
Yes, of course I do. This is my work. This is what I do. I listen to the birds and I look for patterns. And they're there. Always. Patterns don't exist for no reason. We may not know how these millions of patterns combine with each other. We may not know what the code in them is, what the message is. But we are the only ones on the planet with the skills to understand it. This is for us. It must be. Everybody knows that the birds sing about the end of the world.
I don't know if that's true.
Listen, remember before, the constant noise before all of this.
The endless traffic, the shrieking construction site.
I will never forget. First morning I went out on the street and it was all gone. I could hear them all singing so clearly and loudly. Hundreds of them. I could never get it out of my head. The idea that there was an intention behind it.
Do you want to know what I think?
Of course I do.
I think they're not singing for us. Maybe it's not our place to know what they're singing about. Maybe they're singing about the beginning of the world, and maybe we don't belong in the new world, and that's why we can't figure out its language.
That's awful.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. For everything else except us.
Why are you working on the code if you really believe there is none?
I think I really just wanted to believe that they were talking to us.
Stop it, Jesus! You're messing up the data!
Lovely artwork, Joyce.
Sorry?
That's a very interesting piece behind you.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Will we get started?
What's my schedule?
Sorry, Joyce, what was that?
Oh, nothing. Shall we?
Yes, let's start.
Right.
Brilliant.
So,
you know why you're here?
I do.
Good, because of the incident.
Incident, yeah.
Joyce, what happened was a huge embarrassment for the company.
Yeah, of course.
You understand?
I do.
Good. Because obviously I have to reprimand. Reprimand.
Ooh.
What?
What?
Did you say reimburse?
I did.
I said reprimand
No, I heard. Why?
because of what happened.
What happened?
If I could speak plainly,
Please do.
you were masturbating in a Zoom meeting.
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
Oh, I can explain that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Go on.
I was winding down.
You were nude.
I wind down nude.
Several people saw you. Someone recorded you. It's on the internet, Joyce.
Right. Is it?
Yes, the CFO's seen it.
That's right, Joyce. Brian's seen it.
Brian, Joyce.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed. So you see why I have to. Sorry, which incident were you referring to?
Oh, the pay cut.
The 10% pay cut.
Yes. I want to be reimbursed. I work very hard, Kieran, and I want that 10% back.
Well, you can't have it, Joyce.
Right. What, because of the masturbating?
No, that's separate.
Well, I didn't come, if that's the issue.
I might just pop this on record.
That's not the.
Because I make a real show of it when I come.
That's really not the issue.
That's not the issue for us, Joyce.
Well, the issue for me, Sadie, is that you guys have cut 10% of my pay.
That was company-wide.
Everyone took a pay cut, Joyce.
Yeah, but my hours weren't cut by 10%.
No.
In fact, my hours have increased.
Well, I don't know if
That meeting, for example, started at 7:30. I usually finish work at 5.
It's a big company, Joyce. 7:30 was the only time everyone was free. These are challenging times.
really hard, difficult times, Joyce.
Well, listen, if you guys are going to cut my pay by 10% and increase my hours, then I suggest you become familiar with my evening schedule.
Your schedule?
Yeah, my schedule. You see, at 7:30 every evening, I light a cinnamon candle, I pour myself a glass of brandy, I take off all my clothes, and I rub my clitoris until I climax. Oh, in warmer months, I use an ice pop. It's all here.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll send you both a copy.
Oh, thank you.
You can hang it on your wall too, Sadie.
I could.
Great. Well, I think we can wrap it up there.
Sadie?
Joyce, I feel
Thanks, guys.
I'm not the one telling you what to do, ma'am. It's the government telling you what to do.
You're enjoying it all the same, though.
Waiting in you hand and foot, sure all my birthdays have come at once.
Lording it over me.
So you were in the supermarket out of spite?
Yeah.
I did your shop for you on Tuesday, one shop a week. They're the rules, I didn't make them.
Well, what were you doing in the supermarket then?
Doing my shop. I do yours on Tuesday and mine on Thursday.
Well, you should just do them together.
I don't want to do them together, it gets messy.
Messy's right.
And considering I only made it as far as the car park today, I'll be making a third visit this week.
I am not allowed in your car. I should have walked home.
Well, you were nearly falling over yourself with those bags. It was either give you a lift now or pick you up from A&E later.
Not that heavy. It's just a few messages.
I did your messages. What messages?
Can't run out of things, Alan. I might need other things.
Why don't you put them away then?
Yeah.
What do you mean, no?
I'll do it later.
Mom,
I'll do it later.
here, give them to me, I'll do it for you.
No,
Give me the bags.
I don't want to.
I'll put them away for you.
None of your business.
Mom,
Just head off, Alan. I will talk to you later.
I bought you 3 bottles on Tuesday. I didn't even want to do that much, but I did.
Yeah, I know.
So, what did you buy?
Some?
Ma'am.
I bought some. Knock yourself out.
+3 makes 12. 12?
I need to wash my hands and you should be in here.
I can't enable this.
I wasn't asking you to.
You're not allowed to leave the house.
Well, got it for me then.
We agreed on 3 bottles. But they're gone now, I assume.
It's my business.
And how long are these supposed to last? 2 days?
That is none of your concern. Now would you ever go and leave me be? You're like a little Nancy boy clinging onto his mammy. Have you no life? No life. Nothing going on, so you have to snoop around in mine.
If you want the wine, just ask.
Why? So you can lecture me, my own son.
Just put it in the list. I'll get it for you.
Oh, they make a martyr out of you, yeah, Alan.
A martyr out of me? No, by the looks of things, you're the only one around here that's dying for a cause, man. Just put it in the list.
It's all a bit shit, isn't it? Who would have thought it could all fall apart that fast? Oh, Jesus. I haven't put makeup on in about a month. Why bother? Nobody wants to see me singing on the internet. My magic was live. You had to be there. I don't qualify for the unemployment handout. Computer says no. Look at me. Lonely Paul's drag queen finds yourself aggressively unemployed with 0 support. Evidently, glamour is non-essential. Joy is an unnecessary journey. Lip syncing isn't a genre that the Arts Council support. I've asked. And since I keep not winning the Euro Millions, it's about time I get a real job. I need medicine. My income was always enough to sort of live on, but it was never quite fabulous enough to get health insurance. But I had a pretty creative system in place to get my cocktail for you-know-what when Madame Rona showed up. No. How many baby queens are going to use that in years to come? And we'll all shout, it's too soon! A certain stately homo once told me that ladies like us don't go through the change of life. But we reach a certain age, a turning point, when perhaps we choose something new, like she did. Well, I feel like my choice is being made for me. Ironically, I've been calling this whole nightmare the Rona pause. You can figure that one out, can't you? The whole world on pause. Well done. But perhaps this is my change of life moment for real. I've spent the past week looking for help wanted signs. Subway are looking staff. Oh, I'd be terrible. I'd be trying to customise people's sandwiches instead of making them according to the menu. I'd want to put glitter in the coleslaw. What about Tesco? Oh, well, they'd have me heaving trolleys about because I'm a man. I'd be much better. Sitting on the till, judging your choices, doing that new dance we all do, trying to avoid physical contact as it pass you back your change. Oh. Human contact. Will I ever have sex again? I can barely cope with the idea of shaking hands. The stress. Where have you been? Has anyone coughed near you? Have you eaten pangolin recently? And have you got a good recipe? I contracted the last virus because of one stupid oversight. The gays should be leading the charge on this one. I feel like a martyr every time I say things like, oh, I learned the hard way that a virus can reach anyone, but it's poxy true. And this one doesn't come even after a night of passion. Jogger breathing as he passes you is enough. Then I saw a sign on the window for Boots. They have this new system in place where they spray sanitizer at you as you enter. I'd be brilliant. World's meanest door bitch. Haha. And sure, I know antivirals and skincare products and fake tan better than anyone. Oh, I could prevent so many lost souls from buying the wrong thing. And think of the kids saved from Sharpie eyebrows and orange skin with a nod from yours truly. Be the change you want to see in the world, eh? Interviews at noon. I wonder if I'll have to wear their uniform. Just the tiniest kiss of product. Since I've been indoors for 7 weeks, because technically I'm immunocompromised. But hey, needs must. Oh. Oh, there she is. No lashes, of course. Just a little tinted moisturizer. Or to give it its technical term, war paint. I have to get this. They say change is as good as rest. Well, I've had the rest. Here goes.
We are young and living in our dream house together. With our rich husbands who we are in love with.
Except for my husband, who died tragically.
You cried for days. We are happy with our careers.
We are successes.
Happy with things.
Dishwasher.
Pink.
Pool.
Pink.
Private jet.
Pink. Until lunch.
3 meals for forever is a harsh sentence.
First time I ordered Domino's on my own pizza.
Breadsticks. Cinnamon twists.
I wept because it felt like self-sufficiency.
Independence. Because we had talked so much about freedom, and this was my way of understanding what that meant.
But also because it felt like a form of leaving.
And after lunch?
The days are coming as fast as they always did.
Lip smackers, tropical fever, cell phone charm, temporary pink hair streak, iPod case.
We want and want. The internet is our dream house.
Beauty butt mask. Poetry collection. Jade face roller. Online yoga subscription. Vitamin pack. Eco-friendly toothbrush.
I want and want. I'm struggling to keep up with all the things. I'm getting better and better.
Or maybe fuller and fuller. My suitcase is expanding, and I'm already thinking of the day when I will pack my things again and be unhappy elsewhere.
I send the same sad text to the same two people who still make me feel better than vintage earrings from eBay ever did.
I rediscover a Facebook photo from 2013. Life is long, isn't it? I revealed to my public the album that helped me discover hip-hop. Of course, no one cares like I do.
I hold tight to the things I have created to be truths.
I love Kanye. I don't eat meat.
I dare to call myself artist at a young age and never recover. No one ever looks at me and says, "You've changed." So I say to myself in fits of imagined fatness or glow,
I love and love and love shitty team romances and girl pop on repeat. 2 weeks of yoga that don't save my soul.
2 years of dyed hair to say I cannot continue to be the person I've always been.
A crate of cleaning products. And do we have to keep doing this? Will I always be consuming?
But Kesha is back without her $sign.
The Dixie Chicks are back, but without Dixie, emerging from their pre-Spotify glory days, singing about psychological manipulation. And I am asking and asking, has anyone checked up on Trippy? On Frank? On Kendrick? To let him know we are praying for him. To let him know his songs are how we pray now. We are joyful and singing together. We have no right.
The rappers are driving themselves to extinction.
Soon we will be of an age where all our idols are dead.
But I have my 70-pack of Jaffa cakes coming in the mail.
My case of wine. My beetroot serum.
The impermanence of myself. And the dreadful permanence of every day. But we are young. And your names are still on my phone screen.
Full-bodied behind voice messages. We are living. Green dots by your name. A reassurance.
You are still tethered to the earth. Nothing is lost.
We've been meeting this way since centuries. You, the messenger, I, the sentry. And there's no ending of us. No, eventually. And I love you when you're like this. When you're a tender brush against my grassy wildflower cheek. And the lights low over Achill. And all arguments are put to rest. And you're softly spoken. And you bring me news of the dolphins and the basking sharks. And the news from the islands. We're a slow dance on nights like this. When you're tender-tongued and I accept the kiss. But some nights, there's crashing eruptions. You get all wild-tempered, hurled insults and foam-mouthed spitting. And you lash out, throwing everything at me in one great fury. All riled up beyond taming or talking. Such a change comes over you. A great change comes. And all your affections gone. Gone too your soft way. And there's nothing for it but to wait till you change again. And I love you when you're like this. All overcome and beyond reason, brutally honest and unleashed, all madness released. And no mention of why the change. No call to justify the change. There's only the change itself. Full and felt with each wild wave. Until you change again. And no more thoughts given. Stoic eye, the land, and you, the sea, forgiven.
You, who watches the changes in me. We've been meeting this way since centuries. You stood there at the beginning and the end of me, unconditionally. You, the resolute listener, and I, the sweet talker that has you doe-eyed, listening to the lapping sound of me. Bringing the news from the islands and the singing of the shoals, softly telling you the depth of me and the many tears wept in me. And to hear in turn the news of the cattle and the wild flowers, the roots of the tree talk and the fairies and the field hours, when I cool your face with a glistening fan so softly. I'm listening, and I love to be this way with you. And each time this way, I swear I'll remain. But then the change comes over me again, and my blue eyes roll wild, and I roll wild against you, and everything's shattered and cast against you, and I've killed men this way. I've broken ships, and I've broken bits of you. In my surges of anger, I've risen up and flung everything at you. Blind howling, pure aggression, all changed. Great change. Brutal and baying, unprovoked, stoked by some signal I can't control. And all my affections gone to the soft way, gone the sentiment, gone the sweetness of the day, all changed. And the deep belly of me rumbles, and bare teethed I fight ya, and spite ya, and I forget everything we've agreed upon before, turned against you and railing, and I exhaust myself into a slumber and rest. Gentle, soft crest, and changed again, beyond heroic. Forgiven, I, the sea, and you, the land, stoic.
Witness I to their history, the stoic land, the changing sea, the leanings in with grace, or greed, or innocence, or mastery, or mystery. The shadow breaks, and I remain alone, awake in watching this intricacy. The living land, the living sea.
God's sake. Sick of it. Do they really need to be ramming it down our throats 24/7?
Here comes the hearse now.
Turn that radio off.
Right.
Wind down the window.
Why?
Because I farted. What do you think, you big idiot? It's a mark of respect.
Is it?
Shh. Here it is. Look it. The driver has a mask on him. That's shocking.
Is that there's something from getting it or from passing it on?
Why don't you wind down the window and ask him?
I would just shut up.
Probably to keep the smell of your uncle's feet out of his nostrils.
That's awful, Dad.
I'm serious. I'm not joking. He was notorious for it.
Notorious for smelly feet.
You're following after him.
How would you give over?
Since you came back home, Jesus, the smell in the place sets me asthma off. Ah, there's your poor mother in the car behind the hearse. Wave at her.
I'm not fucking waving. It's a funeral, not a papal visit.
And your Auntie Anne. She'd be lost without her partner in crime.
How long was it that they were together?
I think Anne was 16 when she met your Uncle Derek. Not one person walking behind the hearse. Awful. It's no way to go.
I know.
He'd be disgusted. A showman your Uncle Derek was. People would hang on for a sing-song with him. Honestly. And the suits he wore. He was an immaculate dresser.
So I've heard.
This is just not right.
It's starting to slow down now. Some sort of traffic jam, I think.
This road, a glorified lane, the fucking council. It should be one-way traffic and that's it.
Yeah, right, I haven't got the head for you banging on.
Where did you put me bag?
In the back. You're not cracking into them already, are you?
With this bottleneck traffic, we'll be here for a while yet. Ah, you big idiot, you forgot me glass.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
Sorry, is it? You can't drink Guinness out of a can.
You can. It's the same thing. It's all a myth, that pouring shite.
Sometimes I wonder about you. You're not dealing from the full deck at all.
Would you look at poor Anne?
God help her.
Yeah.
And your mother too.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Not many sisters as close as them two. Your mother will get Anne through this. We all will.
The driver's getting out of the hearse now.
Will you get out and see what's happening?
You're not going to believe this. There's a collision up ahead. Nothing's moving either way. Turn on the radio and we might get a traffic
You'll do
update.
no such thing. That's a mark of disrespect to the dead.
I don't know what's worse. Being stuck in this car with you or poor Uncle Derek dying.
This isn't right.
So you keep saying. But there's nothing we can do about it. This is a new reality for everyone, Dad.
Not for me, son. Not for your Uncle Derek.
Completely lost it.
Push me up.
Are you for real?
Please. Right, folks. Come on. Wind down your windows. Come on, Anne. You too, love. Wind down your window while you're waiting. That's it. This is one of our Derek's numbers. When no one else can understand me. Come on, son.
Oh,
you give me hope and consolation.
Oh,
you give me strength to carry on.
I love you too.
And you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you.
I don't think we're supposed to be like touching.
For God's sake, don't you start.
No, you're right, son. Thanks for that. You big idiot.
Didn't do Derek any justice, but it's a start at least.
Matt, do I have smelly feet?
Be honest with him, love.
Shit, we're moving again. I have to go. I'll see you after the grave.
I guess I'll never know the reason why you love me like you do. That's the wonder of you.
think you're handling it. Which part? Okay, fair. Let's talk about the change. How has that been? Well, it comes in waves, I guess. Like sometimes it's fine, or even kind of nice. My mom and I made bread the other day, so that was good. I mean, there's definitely nice moments. Maybe it's just that it's so constant, like I am always with them. I think it is important to remember how unnatural a situation it is that we're all in, to be in such close proximity to the same people all of the time. Yeah. No, I know. It's just, I don't know. So this is dumb, but I was listening to a podcast the other day. It was just a comedy thing. And there was a girl talking about how much she loved her family, but she was really gushing about it. I don't know, I know it's obvious, but I just love my family so much, like that kind of thing. Okay. And how did that make you feel? Sad, I guess. Because I started crying. Why do you think it made you sad? I love my family, I mean, I'm not a psychopath. I just couldn't picture myself being that enthusiastic about it. At least, not right now. I'm just so angry all the time. And then I feel bad about it. When you say you feel bad, what do you mean? Like you feel guilty? Yeah. Guilty. I know that we're lucky that we can be together, and I could probably calm down a little more. Let things go, especially around the political stuff, Not actively pick fights. I mean, the other night, I told my dad I really respected Sean Hannity's work as a performance artist. So, that made him mad. That sounds like some of the patterns we've discussed before. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it feels like a cycle at this point. Like I'm doing it because I'm angry. Have you tried any of the breathing exercises? No. Our neighborhood is doing this bear hunt thing. Have you heard about these? No. It's cute. People put teddy bears in their windows, and then when parents take their kids on walks, they look for them. And it's like a game. I see them when I'm running. There's this one little girl who wears purple rain boots, even when it's nice. And she gets so excited when she finds one, pointing it out to her mom and stuff. That sounds nice. Except the other day, I go up to my room and I see there's this thing on the window. It's like swinging slightly. So I go and look, and it's this teddy bear that my mom put up. But the way she got it to stay was that she wrapped a string around its neck and hung it from the window. So now I've got this weird suicidal tableau being broadcast from my fucking window. And some cute little girl in purple rain boots is probably outside saying, "Oh, look, Mommy, a teddy bear."
What did you do?
Well, I took it down. I mean, she put one in the attic too. Taped its furry arms to the window. I think that one's worse. You know, its little nose pressed against the glass. So now when I'm out running and I see all these teddy bears, all I can think of is how they're all splayed up against the window, you know? Trapped or suffocating. Kind of like, please, let me out. Please, let me out.
I'd have wanted children.
Would have liked to have been a dad.
Have sons.
No. Daughters.
Daughters.
Daughters, aye. And teach them about butterflies, bees.
They'll be missed, surely. Bees.
But remembered.
Not remembered, no. No. Mythologized. Like all abused things.
Could have given our daughters mythic names. Naturey names.
Names like Rowan, Willow, Ash.
It'll be ash enough in the end.
In an end we'll live to see. You'd have been a good father in better times.
And you a fucking mighty mother for monstrous times.
Burning times.
Dying times.
Times of silence and noise.
Hard bastard noise.
Absolute cunts of words.
Unprecedented, unimaginable, unforeseen.
Ecocide, Pyrocene, Climacolypse.
It is biblical stuff.
Sci-fi shite.
What would her first words be?
Only one daughter.
Only time and space for one, if one at all.
One's enough.
Enough to invest in.
Better give her good first words. The first of the last of all words.
We teach her right so.
No arsehole words.
Aye. No mortgages.
No quantitative easing.
No ethnic cleansing.
No asset liquidation.
No algorithmic governmentality.
No neoliberalism.
No vulture funds.
No bear markets.
Just actual bears.
Actual words.
Gorgeous, fruitful, truth-filled words.
Then let's teach her the language of soil and rain.
Monsoon, we teach her that good mucky stuff like... No. Oh, fuck. Quagga.
Quagga. Quagga, yes.
Fucking quagga, man. And eucalyptus.
Platypus.
Spermaceti.
Okapi.
Binturong.
Wobbegong.
Rorqual.
Quetzal.
Gorilla.
Sequoia.
Words we love.
Words that mattered.
But the world's been wrought off.
We wrote it into the ground.
Some more than others.
Oh, we're all complicit. Fucking over
of each other. Of everything.
Everything that would be hers.
What'll we do?
Have sex.
Global warming orgies.
Picture it. Us two riding on the beach, waves coming.
Fish floating.
Birds falling.
Fires spreading.
Us two going at it like beasts.
Riding back to our roots.
Best way to bow out, bang bang.
Pop.
Middle fingered, fuck you to doomsday.
Get stuffed, Apocalypse!
Piss off, Ragnarok!
Christ Jesus. We aren't even 30.
She wouldn't reach 30.
Did our parents contend with this? Did theirs?
They had their battles too. Their great wars.
But we've the war on everything. We selfish? Be wanting to be bringing a child into a world that's up in sticks and checking out?
Then let's not.
Not have a child?
Not let this stop us.
Okay,
Yes.
let's have a child.
You'll help her weather the storms.
And like her mother, she'll walk through fire
Our daughter will live and breathe,
and outlive this.
outlive everything.